Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Facebook.
What's up, Twitter?
Goddess T here.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Coco Goddess.
How y'all doing tonight, guys? We got another great show for y'all. As you can see, we have a co-host tonight instead of Lala. She is away taking care of some personal things. Show for y'all and with us, in due time. But until then, we have Goddess T, also known as Tina. So, welcome to the show, Tina. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here and show off our little sexy side.
Okay, yes.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Third Tuesday. So, as you can see, we all showing a little skin tonight.
Yeah.
Bringing it sexy.
First straps. But two people on this show that I know for a fact after the show is over, they probably gonna definitely get it in. There's one that's aka Ram tonight. He gonna get one.
Wait. Hold on, bro. Nah. It ain't like that.
Well, you're gonna be on the back of that couch getting around.
Wait, did he just get real gangster though?
Right.
Hold up.
You talking about King?
Hold up, bro. Ain't none of that going on. Hey, Robin.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
About time.
Oh yes, Lala in the building.
Hey, Lala, what's up,
baby? We can't wait to have you back on. We have a special guest that's supposed to be joining. Hopefully, he joins soon. You guys will see him when he comes. If he doesn't, then we won't announce until he's able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trustworthy. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll figure it out. But hey, y'all, we here.
Ball rolling. How everybody's been doing? How's your week? How's that weekend been going for y'all?
Well, I just got back from seeing Hamilton the musical. And when I tell you Alexander Hamilton owes me nothing.
Was that good?
Man, they did an amazing job. It was a completely different cast, which I knew it would be because the first cast did it in, I want to say it was like not 19, like 2016, 17 maybe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But nevertheless, they're not the young crowd they used to be, when they was on Broadway initially. So they have a new cast, which was okay because the cast did amazing. They was very wonderful. The young lady, I want to shout out to he might be Eliza, the lady that played Eliza, did a phenomenal job. Y'all must see the play in order to know who Eliza is. But whoever that lady was, I cannot remember her name. If I can think it up and I say it, but baby,
takes his way to the Peace Center here.
Well, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
You should. You really should. I advise everybody to go check that out. They did an amazing job. Amazing.
That's what I really want to see. I want to see it in New York. Like,
that would be good. Yeah, that would be. What about everybody else? Ram, who you been ramming? I mean,
I know you picked that name pretty quickly.
That ego.
I've been all about my paper. That's about it. That's about it.
Really? All about the paper.
All about the paper.
Well, since he was all about the paper, I was all about having fun because honey had 2 birthdays to celebrate. My mom's birthday. Shout out to her. And then my birthday. We celebrated her birthday in Club Bob, which was amazing. VIP sections, because I know y'all like the VIP. So VIP section, baby. But we had an amazing time. If you want to see the embarrassing videos of me, just go to Tina Robbins in 1986. But I had fun. I was drunk. Oh, I had fun. Yes.
Well, Goddess T, I know you had fun. I know you had fun.
Those videos.
What you do?
My week has been pretty good, for the most part. Been throwing out money left and right, but
hello.
All right.
It ain't chicken if you got it.
Right.
Well, King D got that money.
I know, King D. Make it rain, make it rain.
All on them. Go and stand.
Feel me? You feel
Might
me?
not like Trump, but I get Trump checks.
And that's why I'm trying to be on your status. I'm right there with you.
That's right.
Woo, shout out to my best friend Sharice. Y'all, we had a good time. She went with me. Shout out to my homie Sharice, my bestie, my sister. I love you so much. Thank you for spending that time with me. It was well needed. Before we get started, let's make sure we let everybody know, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know that you're here. Don't forget the $50 gift card. We will randomly, just random one show, just ask you about another show, and you give us the right answer. The first person with the right answer gets the $50 gift card. We will mail it out to you. If you are near me, I just bring it to you. It depends on, the situation, vice versa, whichever. But just know that we are into our fans and we want y'all to be into us. So we will drop that question in one of the shows randomly. You just pay attention to the shows, watch, rewatch, share, like, comment, subscribe. I tell you what, in order to even qualify for the $50, you have to be subscribed already. You have to have shared the show that we were talking about.
Yep.
And what else? You have to have commented on
the Yes, comment.
Yes, comment. And in the bottom, comment your favorite show also.
So, right.
Down at the bottom.
Exactly. Comment your favorite show at the very bottom, your favorite parts. We here for it. We're here for all the antics. Y'all know how we go.
Yes.
That's what's up. That's what's
all
up.
Right. T King D.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into this show, into some of these topics. I think this is going to start us off tonight with one of those.
All right, y'all. I'm going to start us off. So tell me what y'all been thinking about that new Superman. So I've been hearing that the Superman son now is bi. So tell me what y'all think. Now, hold on. Before we get into this, let me say also, a lot of people was thinking that it was the original Superman. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's Clark Kent's son.
Okay.
John Clark.
Right. Okay.
Now, also, allegedly now, Bruce Wayne's son is also bisexual. Damian is bisexual.
Oh. Okay.
Wayne's son. So
Wayne's son.
To try to stay on topic, with Superman, but just sidebar for a quick second. I don't know why, but I could have sworn that Robin was the son.
Not Robin is his adopted son.
The adopted son.
Yes, he had 2 adopted children.
We can't just throw off the whole timeline like this and the whole storyline. I mean, but whatever. But anyway,
technically,
that's the Clark Kent.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. Now, if it was Superman that I grew up with, I probably wouldn't be for it and everything. Because
hold on. Let me say this though on that statement before you finish. Now, the actor that played Superman, he was already gay.
Okay, but the person was gay, but not the character. Yes, that's a different. That's different. Okay.
Yeah, if it was Superman himself, I probably wouldn't be for it and everything. Like, okay, I don't know about y'all, but we all grew up with one Spider-Man and everything, and all of a sudden there was like 15 different Spider-Man. There was these multiverse Spider-Man. And yes, I love having a Spider-Man, even though he was a teenager. But it was like, y'all really doing a lot with Spider-Man here.
Right.
So it's like the same thing with if it would have been Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But son, it's like, you know what? I can get behind that.
Yeah. At first, I didn't realize that it was a son. I thought that they were trying to make Clark Kent bisexual. And so it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And hear me out. I am a woman interested in women. I do not label myself as lesbian, gay, straight, bi, nothing. I label myself human. I'm a human. And I am interested in women. But I'm not gonna lie, it really rubbed me the wrong way. I was just like, honestly speaking, when we were growing up, we didn't care about who Clark Kent was sleeping with. We didn't even care about Lois Lane. We didn't even really know their relationship other than they liked each other. It didn't matter to us. The only thing that mattered to us was to make sure that he didn't get that kryptonite. Okay, and he was saving. What was it? New York City. He was in, right? Him and Batman both was in New York City. Central City.
Bruce Wayne was in Gotham.
Right. Bruce Wayne was in Gotham and
Metropolis.
Right.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we were so focused on him saving lives and wanting to be like the superhero. We weren't focused on his sexuality. We weren't focused on what he was interested in and in his bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was more so because growing up we were kids. Kids not thinking about who in whose bedroom. Like we weren't thinking about who he was interested in. We was just thinking about the whole superhero aspect of it. And now when you put a sexual label on someone, it brings up those questions. And then there's the children that are watching that have questions that are like, what do you mean by, what's bi? That means, I like both. I like Adam and I like Eve. They're both my friends. So does that mean that I'm bisexual? You know what I'm saying? Like those questions arise. And it's like, let the baby be babies. I don't need you to know sexuality.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much what everybody's saying, but I have two different points of view on this one.
Okay,
I did. Yeah, that's me. My thing is, that's what I seen. If it was, yes, I would have a problem, not because he was bi.
Right.
I'm used to seeing him with Lois, and I was like, Lois and Superman, like that was my, I was like, I like seeing, everybody knew Lois and Superman. So it's like, and in all reality, I'm sorry, his sidekick, Robin, I would consider him, I would see that more of him being bi than Superman because only because I would see Robin because I'm like, he's a sidekick, and I'm like, I ain't never really seen him with anybody like
Well, hold on. Yeah. He was supposed. Robin did date Barbara Gordon. They dated.
So like Robin was dead.
As Robin though, as Robin
yes.
though, okay.
He was. Well, I'm sorry, as Nightwing.
I like keep my ass. They said they could see Robin, but they couldn't see because we grew up with Lois and Superman. Like they were together. That's what we seen.
Right.
And I'm honestly, Robin is who I would see as being my son. I was okay with that. But then again, on the other end, with him being the son, I was just like. Okay, yeah, I can deal with that. I can deal with the son being gay because I don't know the story.
A whole other person.
Yeah.
So that's why I was definitely. I'm like, you know what? We want representation at the end of the day. We do want it.
Right.
But, like I said, when it's something that's already been done,
right. Don't switch it up.
Yeah.
One of those things. Don't try to fit something that's not broken.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was my other point. I was like, I love seeing that. I have 2 points on here too, sorry. But but I do love seeing that representation because you never know what child may already feel like that, and seeing that on there, like it might be like, okay, there's somebody like me on there too, so it makes it feel a little better. But then again, however you feel about your child being introduced to it, I feel like that's nobody else's business, and you shouldn't. What's the proper word I'm looking for? Not demonize it, but act like it's so wrong either. But I think that's just up to the parents to decide if, hey, do I want my child watching this shit, or But I'm all for. I'm all for it now that I read the full story. So I'm like, hey. I love Superman and Lois, and I love, I get to see what his son is about and see if he, anything like his daddy.
I agree with that. I agree with that one. Like, let things stay the same. And two, like, at the end of the day, if that's what you want your child to know, if you want to bring that in on your own, then you do that. That's because it's your responsibility to raise your children. No one else should be raising your children. Megan Thee Stallion should not be raising your children. Lil Nas X should not be raising your children.
Right.
Do not get mad at these people for living their lives. You know what I'm saying? The way that they want to, and you upset because your children are liking these folks. Well, baby, parental controls are always there.
It is.
Thank you. Yes, I've always said that. I've always said that.
Just like they have a Telemundo channel, I think that we should have, like we did. Logo was our station. Logo was our station,
right? But it was like certain movies, like how the indie movies that some of us used to love.
They were basic. They were really basic.
And that's how I feel about Logo. Like there were certain things I loved about Logo, but at the end of the day, it was like I'm not really getting what I really want from Logo.
Right.
Especially snuck around to watch Logo. So same with Hero TV. So.
And another point I would like to make also with that is, kids are only kids for a certain amount of time, and we all grow up and be adults.
Mm-hmm.
The world is pretty much ran by adults. So if anything's sexualized, guess what? Adults did it. So therefore, as an adult, parent your kids and just watch before they watch it and see if you was okay with it. Yeah. You shouldn't be up here protesting everything. And you know what? Just take that extra step of being a parent. I know it's already hard for being a parent, but if you don't want to introduce your child to a lot of things, watch what they like to watch, and then let them watch it, because this is not made for kids. We see that because adults, we're not kids that long. So
there's that at home, but then there's still school, there's still daycare and things, and where those same things, some schools and some daycares, some churches don't consider certain things and topics to be off limits and will not get parental approval prior to.
See, and that's another,
writing, or a statement or something in your child's folder or something. Hey, if it involves this, if it involves that, I don't want my child seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, not really going into a faith-based thing, but like they're Jehovah's Witness. Things that a Jehovah's Witness child in school can't participate in. And teachers know this because parents will say, hey, my child's a Jehovah's Witness. You know, so when y'all do Christmas related things, leave my child out of it.
Yeah.
When y'all do Halloween related things, leave my child out of it. When y'all, I don't get me wrong, I can't, correct me if I'm wrong. I think when they do like birthdays,
yeah,
may or may not, I can't remember.
They don't.
There's a lot of things that they will not allow their children to do.
So
holiday cannot be involved. They have to go to another, you know, class. Or it's hard to say, but sometimes they do the ISS.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been in a plenty of ISSs and had, you know, Jehovah's Witness coming in. I'm like, girl, how you get in trouble?
And they're not.
Like, oh, I can't be in class because they talking about X, Y, and Z. Like, oh, girl, you being punished?
But no, I don't like that either, though. So you excluding your child. Okay, it's one thing if won't they have a conversation with the teacher or something, and then like take them out of school and y'all do something fun, whatever. Or you don't want them to celebrate, whatever, instead of making them go to ISS.
Yeah, I agree with that part. They're
missing a whole day of school for a 5-10 minute segment.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was never 5 to 10 minutes. We had the whole. We never had no 5 minutes.
It may have been half the school day or whatever. But like I said, you know, certain aspects of the curriculum that would have gone on, like almost every school in America celebrates Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. And they do it religiously.
Right.
Jehovah's Witness children cannot be involved.
Right.
So they would have to just fake it like I'm eating a regular lunch. So they can't call it Christmas lunch. They can't call it Thanksgiving lunch.
Right.
You know, if they was to accept a gift from, you know, the teacher will have to clear with the parent first, and the parent will say, well, don't call it a Christmas gift. Or say, this is something I want to give to you from my heart. They would have to rephrase the whole thing for that child to get those crayons. It is crazy.
I know. At one point in time, they was changing everything. You couldn't say Merry Christmas. You have to say Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays.
Yeah, in order, you know. So I do remember all of that.
Now in the corporate world, we can't say Merry Christmas. We can't say Happy New Year. We just say Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
Whichever way you celebrate it, you know.
It's ain't the religion, like, you know, you can't just want to have a blessed day because have a blessed day is very broad.
Right.
Somebody who may be atheist, so they don't believe in no higher power.
You know what? I actually have a little side story on have a blessed day. One girl said when she trying to be funny or smart and people have attitude, she be like, have a blessed day. You're like, so that's her way of being petty. So when somebody done pissed off, that's her way of being petty.
Lord,
you know,
I have used it several times. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna go back to the school right quick. You know, it's one thing to teach sex ed. Honestly speaking, I don't think sex education should be taught until high school. That's just me personally. Don't shoot me. It's just me personally. I don't think anybody under that age of 14 should be learning about. I mean, of course, know your body, know what you're changing into. You know what I mean? But as far as sex education, the education on sex, do not encourage these kids in middle school to do the booty. Why y'all
hold on. I say this though, because again, kids are curious.
They are, and I get that.
Because again,
I get that.
Now you know how we were in school.
I get
there was a lot of people that were having parties and
I get that.
Wide open.
But again, you're in middle school. Where are your parents?
You know what? I do have something to say to that. Going back to the parents, I'm sorry, parents, and I'm not bashing no parents. I'm just saying, that's again another conversation for you to decide with yourself or your partner to decide when you want to start introducing, because I had to be introduced to it a little earlier because of the people that surrounded. So my mama had to have that talk to make sure if anybody touched us, she knew what,
Yes.
you know,
right.
what went down, because there was a lot of that going on. I was born in Chicago. So, you know, so yeah, she had that talk with us a little early. Now she probably didn't get more into details like, you know, all of that, but you need to know, your child need to know to come and tell you and identify where somebody touched them at, where they, you know. And but I feel like that is your job. Now in school you can learn anatomy and stuff like in the, you know, learn about the inside, about the heart. I feel like you can learn all of that. But sexual stuff, you're right. The parents should teach that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or,
Robin said some will do it regardless. So it's better to just teach them the safe way to do it. You're the parent. That is your job.
Right.
Teach your child the safe way to do it so that your child feels comfortable with coming to you. A lot of people too don't understand. Like I mentioned this to my mom before, and she was like, Mika, and I'm like, Mom, if I knew then what I know now, I would have been told you about my sexuality, because I knew what I was interested in long before I ever was touched by a guy. Long before then. The only reason why nothing to shut down any boyfriend that I had, and I only had 3. Okay. Any boyfriend, there's nothing to shut down any one of them, and each and every last one of them know that my lifestyle was my lifestyle before I even met them. In fact, the last guy that I dated, which was in college, he was like, I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't really a big surprise, but it was so uncomfortable to have that conversation with my mother at such a young age, because it was always, you're not supposed to do this, you can't do that, don't do that. And you know what I'm saying? Right. When you're at that age, you're starting to have those feelings. You're starting to develop those interests in what it is that your body's supposed to be doing. I got boobs now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on between my legs down here. There's blood coming from here. I can give birth. Wait a minute, lady, teach me something. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the only thing that we were told, and all of us are, well, y'all know how we grew up. All of us down south, our parents were not the ones. You ain't doing that. And let me find out that you are sexually active. I'm gonna beat you behind. You know what I'm saying? And that talk got me pregnant at 14. Are you following what I'm saying? Not to say that's not my mom's fault. I'm not to say anything negative to my mother, but she was only doing the best that she could as a single mother, knowing good and well what sex would have brought in the house, and it actually did. But because I was unable to have that comfortable conversation with my mother, there we go.
I'm going to tell y'all this. It is so important to have that conversation with your child and make it comfortable. Make them that they can tell her, don't do it. Because my mom did not do us like that at all. My mom we had open communication. That's good. My mom was a single parent. She raised us. She raised them kids that wasn't her own. My mom did not raise us to be like, hush hush about stuff. We had open communication. Yeah. And you know what my mom asked me? The only thing my mom asked me was, try not to have sex until you graduate. That's all my mom.
Because your mom understands, like, biologically, as a human being, we were once a young lady starts her cycle, that makes her a woman. That's when that lady is supposed to start reproducing. Let's just be real, okay? Of course, we do not want a child that has had her period to start reproducing right away. We don't want that. So we need to educate that baby on what it is that they need to do. But honestly speaking, biologically, your clock starts ticking to start making children the moment you start to menstrual cycle. I am not kidding. It is biologically proven. And because of the society that we're in, of course, you do not want that 10-year-old. I don't know of anybody else, but that 10-year-old that starts her period at 10. He's now a woman. This baby is a baby still and don't understand how to do these things. You want to know why? Because they were never taught that. The moment you baby have that cycle, you need to start explaining, okay, baby, this is what's happening. This is what
I agree with that. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when you're not freaking out.
Right. Explain
what's going on, baby?
No, I kid you not. My cycle, the first cycle I ever saw, I was in the 8th grade. I was in bus holding at Bryson Middle School. And one of my best friends, I had 2 best friends at the time. One name was Kenyatta. The other one name was Portia. And at the time, Portia and I was in the bus holding. And I was like, oh, girl, my stomach hurts so bad, girl. I don't know what's going on. My stomach hurts so bad. I think I got a boo-boo. And she was like, what you eat at lunch? Y'all, she talked like that for real. She gonna kill me. What you eat at lunch? I was like, I don't think it's the lunch, girl. I don't know. I ain't never felt no pain like this before. And she was like, well, maybe your period on. Now, mind you, she had already started hers. Her and my best friend. I was the only one that didn't. And so I was like, girl, it ain't that. Girl, I ain't never had one. Y'all got home. After they rode that bus, I ain't even realized it. Got home, went to the bathroom, and there's blood all in my shorts, all in my underwear, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. Why am I leaving down there? And I called my mama, and I was like, Mom, I got blood in my underwear. Fresh me. And she was like, hold on, let me call your grandma. Y'all, grandma bust up in the house. I cannot make this up. She bust up in the house with these long pants. Okay. It went from the rooter to the tutor. I cannot make it up. From my belly to my back. I'm not kidding.
Shoot, I didn't ask grandma where she get those from. Who knows?
Those were those old Kotex pads. I've seen those.
Yeah.
The fragrant list.
Yes.
But because I didn't have that proper knowledge, because it's not to say anything about I'm 37 years old. Right. There's nothing to say against my mother. She did the best she could as a single mother, raising 3 children on her own, and to the point when I turned 15 years old, I had to gave birth to my son. So now she's raising 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? Without that. So it's nothing to discredit my mother. It's just something to actually let people know how to actually reach out to your like this is what went on in my head. And my mom was like, Mika, you could have talked to me, but I didn't feel like that. Right. So I want everybody to understand that has children, talk to your children. Like you talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not dumb. Okay, that's what we like to do. We like to chuck it up to, they too young, they don't understand what it is. You'll be amazed at what your baby understands. What's going on.
And you rather for you to learn it from you than somebody else.
Yes.
Because then they're trying it. Now they trying
it. Manipulate your daughter or son into doing stuff. So yeah.
Can I say something? Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Devontae. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So staying with that particular topic, then, and on a more broader spectrum, do you think parents in the school, because this is something that has been going around here lately, do you think parents in the school should pretty much broaden their knowledge on the teachings of LGBT, like trans, gay, lesbian, and teaching them?
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
Because you remember the AIDS epidemic? You remember that in the 90s? Right. Because there was not proper education. That's where it started. So absolutely. And
there's a difference between education and your personal opinion. Don't put your personal opinions on your children.
Exactly. Don't forget
educate.
Don't forget training. Just because it's something that you're not interested in or you don't do does not mean, because what's sane to you might be insane to somebody else, and what's insane to you might be completely sane to somebody else. So let's keep it real. The Lord made us all individually. He did not put us together.
So you're not one person. Hold on. Can I say something right quick, y'all?
Yeah, go ahead, Ram.
On that statement.
What you was finna say?
Sorry. Because my mom saved me all of 22 years of my life.
I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
only 22?
Like,
You're 22 years old. What you talking about all 22 years of your life?
22
Nine.
off.
well,
Damn,
it
excuse me,
22, I was still living at home from the
Oh, okay.
age of
Added at least 11 years to that. Why you lying?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
yeah. She really did like okay. See, you already know the story because you've been around my whole life.
Yeah.
I had a little crush on somebody at school.
Who was it? Who was it? You in your 30s now. Who was
you
it?
didn't have a crush on?
Well, I'm 34 years old now. I can say it.
Yeah.
It was my next door neighbor, Coyette. This other boy named Courtney.
You know his name.
Okay,
You know his name.
You know his name.
You know his name.
You do.
No,
Well, it was them too. So in my little notes that I write my friends, I would give them certain names. So my mom brought this up to my dad, and they kind of shamed me for it. Keep in mind, at the age of how old are you in fifth grade? Like,
I want to say you're 10.
10. I had a huge crush on my one of my friends. His name was Chase. Yeah, Chase.
You remember the stop. Go ahead.
He saved me from a burning building. And let's just say
y'all was role playing?
No, like the building was actually on fire.
I know this story.
He saved me.
Your building was on fire, and he put out the fire.
And let's just say on the way down the ladder, it got hot and steamy.
You down his ladder?
You
slid down his
Are we metaphorically speaking about a ladder, or are we literally speaking about a ladder?
No. This is Thirsty Third Tuesday.
Are we literally talking about a ladder, or are we metaphorically speaking about a ladder?
A little bit of both.
That ladder, that backseat ladder that we saw in that backseat picture, would you ever?
No, it wasn't that. It was actual ladder.
Oh, okay. Okay. It was one of those ladders don't walk under, you're gonna have bad luck. That kind of ladder.
It was on a fire truck.
Oh. What kind of role playing was y'all up to? I am interested.
This was a dream.
About this story.
Oh, this is a dream.
Yes, this was a dream.
Oh, you got us all invested thinking this is real life and stuff. Like, I was like, okay.
No, this was a dream. But it was hot.
Say he had to change them sheets when he woke up. But go ahead.
I did.
Ooh, wait.
I look like this. I just wish I was able to go to my parents and explain the feelings that I was having.
Yeah.
Not be like, you're supposed to like this person. So it's like, no.
Yeah. And I think all of us dealt with that. All of us, especially if you're from the South, all of us dealt with that. What you're supposed to do.
It's funny because even to this day, I still get criticized for it.
By your parents?
Yeah.
I think it's time to move around, baby. Go ahead, Kiki. It's time to move around.
But that's the topic again. I just want to share that with y'all.
Yes, y'all, a quick question about that. As far as the gay versus lesbian, this because since we don't have a trans opinion on here tonight,
okay,
the gay versus lesbian opinion, do you think it's easier for a gay man or a lesbian woman to
you already know the answer to that.
Well, of course, it's, in my opinion, it's a lot easier for a lesbian woman.
Right.
A lot easier for gay males have it so hard. You know what I mean? Especially gay black males. Gay black males especially have it so hard. And I feel so horrible for each and every one of my family members. You know what I mean? Like, I just...
It's strange. Like, even today, to this very day, I guess you'd say yesterday because it's given an hour, but I actually saw a cartoon where it was a father and a son, and the father said, "I love you, son." The son said, "I love you, dad," and they're hugging.
Mm-hmm.
It was a black cartoon, and there was two guys standing behind them, and it was criticizing the son and the father, saying that's the reason why these boys look to be soft.
I was seeing that. I've seen that.
Would have done that at his age, I would have hit him. And I was like,
me either, Robin. I don't believe in that either. Robin says I don't believe in coming out. I don't either.
Me either, because it's your business and you date who you want. Love who you want.
You ask me that particular question all the time, like, are you out?
Hold on.
Right, let me. If
Let
you
me
are,
rephrase what I said. Hold on before you start. Hold on, because I forgot about pedophiles out here. Love who you want over the age of 18 and 21, like depending on how old you are. Because somebody, they're like, well, love is love. No, I don't care because children are off limit for me. I don't care, point blank, period. I ain't with it.
Age is the difference, okay? You wait.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah. Let me rephrase that because I don't want to give nobody the wrong idea. So.
But now here's where I'm going to play devil's advocate. Here's what I'm going to play devil's advocate. Age is definitely the difference. But
here you go.
We have kids out here who are pretending to be adults. Yeah. And when you in that mood to do something, the first thing out your mouth is not, let me see your ID.
Right.
Especially those who carry themselves adult-wise.
On the football field or seeing the track team of the local high school and not realize that, oh, that's a child. But or she look grown.
Yeah.
Developed.
But I have a question with this.
Hold on.
Ralph, you might say the same thing. Go ahead.
Because again,
it might be the same thing.
I agree with the simple statement that leave kids alone. Yes,
simple statement.
But now, hold on. So I'm also gonna play devil's advocate again. Hold on, let me. Again, at 16, 17, you're not really wanting to mess. Well, as for me, at that age, I didn't want to mess with someone that's 16, 17. I wanted someone that was a little more.
That's one of my biggest points. That's one of my biggest points right there.
So that way you can teach me what to do and how to do this.
The older generation, there really are. And I've been approached by these teenagers, and I'm like, wait, you look kind of young. Or they're, I will say 18, 19. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to at least be able to buy a drink in order to talk to me. That's the simple way of saying that. But
so Tamika wants to say something about me. She wants to say something about me.
I mean, it's the truth. But a lot of us, the crazy thing is, a lot of us were like that. Because like me, I've always preferred kind of older than me, not like So when you are 15, 16, 17 years old, when you see a 21-year-old, you're like, okay.
Let's see, mine wasn't 21. And mine was like 30.
But see, man,
28, 22.
Okay. Y'all were saying this, but let me tell you, it's still the adult's responsibility. Even if you find out, let's say y'all been messing around with something, you find out their age. Even if you're not thinking of, let me ID. Okay, let's just say you find out, and you continue on messing with the boy. That's what I'm addressing here. Like, I can understand we all can be tricked because I know there's some I can see some scraps, some 6'5". They be, I'm like, and then when I find out their age, I'm like, ugh. Let me
go over here.
No, I'm curving. Like, I'm not sitting here and entertaining that. That's not what I'm gonna do. Because if it was my child, it's over with. It's over with. Over.
What you was finna say, King?
Huh? See, that's the thing. I'm saying the very first person who I talked to did me like that. I was older than him, and as our relationship went on, you know, he kept doing this thing of I have to tell you something. He already had communication skills, so you know, it made me think. You know, he was a little bit more, immature than I was, but he was younger than me. So, but when we were introduced to each other, it was only by a year. At the time, I was like 22. He was supposed to be 21. By the time I broke up with this man, his age dropped all the way down to 17.
I've been so mad.
High school.
We never did anything, but I was just like,
well, that's good. I mean,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna play devil's advocate because this is about my story.
Too. I'm gonna play devil's advocate too, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm the opposite. I like older. Like I've told y'all before on here, I'm not playing. If the Lord meant for me to be with a man, He would send me Morgan Freeman. That man is gorgeous.
I like older men, but I didn't start liking older men until I was older. Like, that's probably why I didn't date nobody my age and all this type of stuff. So I didn't even do sexual activities until I was like 23. So therefore, my dudes, when I was like 21, 22, then that's when I started dating between 40s and 45s. I mean, I conversate with a 45-year-old now. I waited till I was older. And a lot of women don't have that mentality like I did because I'm not going to.
You were the more mature person of the.
She's always been mature. Yeah. She's always been mature. Yeah.
Communication. My mama, my mama did. She had that open communication. I knew things like sexually, and I didn't do a lot of things. Like I said, she asked me not to have sex until I graduated high school. Yes, and that's all she asked me. And my mama asked. That's the only thing my mama ever asked me. Like, in that sense of that. So I honored that. I'm proud of you. Like, yes, I would do that for her. My mom's a single parent too. She raised me and my sister and then 3 other kids that wasn't her. So yes, I'm like, if that's all she asked, then yes.
Give it to her. What's up, Ram?
Okay, let me say this. This is my story, my life.
Yeah.
So at the age of 16, 17, this will be kicking to a thirst trap Thursday. Never mind. I'll wait.
You want to wait till your thirst trap moment?
Yeah,
it's a thirst trap.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this and then we can go on to the next topic. I was one. I dated one of my teachers in high school.
You too. Be fine though, but
you too.
Maybe
fine. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say who that person is because I was young and
it's in the past.
Stuff that's going on now. You know what I mean? I definitely don't want, but at the same time, I was very, very, very open with it. Like, I was consenting. I was a consenting party. Like, this man thought that I was a high schooler who had missed a couple years because I had my baby already. So he thought that I was 18 already.
Oh.
And that's what I told him.
But so you told him that you were 18. Or you didn't believe you were 18.
Yeah, we some late bloomers, sorry. We some late bloomers. We started late.
So you wouldn't believe that you were 18, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's my question on that. If y'all were to have been discovered or things would have gone south, do you think it would have been right for him to have been put on the registry?
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I would have fought that every which way I could have. Absolutely not.
Because again, I'm gonna say this. Technically, my thing with that is because I've had an ex that messed with someone that was 18 and he was 25 at the time. No, I'm sorry. No.
There's a difference in like a 45-year-old who likes 11-year-olds. There's a big difference.
Yeah, that's
but hold on. I have to say this. Hold on. Now, my ex at that time was 23.
You better not say you was 12.
He was not 12. He was just turned 17.
You better not say you was 12. You had
No.
17.
My
17.
Hold on. I was older than my ex.
You were older than your ex?
Yes, my ex.
Okay.
He had messed with someone that just turned 17.
Oh, your ex messed with somebody that turned 17. Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't know where this is going. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So you think that
people who who go after children, yes, should definitely on registry.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
Yes. High schoolers who present themselves in a certain light, especially especially this day and age with the Alps, and you get that midnight, 1-2 o'clock in the morning, ding.
Well, let me like this. They've been talking for a good 2 or 3 years prior before we got together.
Also, he wasn't just 17.
He wasn't 17 then.
He wasn't 17. He was like maybe
14.
Yeah.
You the man?
But, hold on. They didn't sleep together until I had moved in, and he went on this little so-called trip to Chicago, which was in Georgia.
I had a boy, because he was a boy. I had a boy,
Look at Goddess. Are you frozen? It's Goddess.
She is stuck.
I had a boy.
She is confused.
And,
it froze on that. Okay, there we go. At least it was a cute still. At least it was a cute still picture. It was a cute still picture.
Oh, that's
good. I'm glad you weren't froze like. You know what I mean? You were froze at a cute freeze frame. But
see, I had like that and everything, and he told me that his parents did not care about him dating older. They were cool with it. I told him, I said, listen, that's fine, that's dandy, but hit me up, when you actually legal.
Yeah. Fair.
Single, we can see where this might go. Until then,
yeah.
Because I'm trying to kids, because let's say what it is. Kids who hit me up, I shut that down. I'm like, nah. I've already had a run-in with a possible almost law issue because somebody wanted to think like they were older, and come to find out, dude well, in the South, the consenting age is young. It's crazy. Yeah. But he was of consenting age, but his parents didn't like it. I had no idea the boy was 16. Mm-hmm. He messaged me. His parents found out about him messaging me. And me doing my quick research, I'm like, first of all, it seems like I'm trying to run a scam. So I'm not sure if it even exist or not, or y'all trying to get money out of me.
Right.
So he and I done messaging and everything. I haven't said anything sexual to him. He done tried saying something sexual to me, but I haven't responded because I'm not at that level with him yet.
Right.
But I found out this under 16 and not 25. No, I'm good on that.
You know what? I honestly think there's a topic that can be like on a show even on its own. It's like we can say so much about this topic.
Yes, we have to get to these stories. This time is kicking our behind. We got like 10 minutes. Okay.
See, I think you got one for us.
Yes, I do. I have a story that a fan has sent in. This fan has actually been anonymous. I think this fan got it in for Devontae. I ain't gonna lie, because at the end when it says please keep me anonymous, it says, "Hey Devontae."
Oh.
Okay.
With a little smiley winky face. Okay. Ooh. But okay. So he says, this is a guy. Well, I'm sorry. Forgive me. They say. So I was in DC visiting. I went to a day party and I met this guy. We talked for a minute and exchanged numbers. That was that. That night I went to the club and I met another guy. This is getting good.
Okay.
I met another guy. We exchanged numbers.
Yes.
Well, I'm tipsy from leaving the club, so I text both of them.
Oh, okay.
I text both of them. Both of them responded.
Okay.
I'm trying to have some fun, so they both say come through.
Okay.
I asked for the address and said, well, whoever responds first, that's where I'm going. Well, they both responded. Bitch.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, this sounds juicy.
It was the same address.
What?
They're gonna take you that thing.
Bruh, he said, so they both said come through. I asked for the address and said, well, whoever responds first, that's where I'm going. Well, they both responded, and bitch, it was the same address.
Okay. All right.
Come to find out, they were roommates. So my tipsy, thirsty, nasty behind said, well, I'm here.
What's
get
up?
it in.
I'm here. What's up? What's up?
We can all just get it in.
All right.
And, well, we got it in.
Woo!
We were all tipsy. No, baby, I think y'all was drunk.
Right.
We were all tipsy. I left their apartment feeling so nasty. Ain't no need, baby. You had fun. Feeling so nasty. It was around 6 a.m. when I left, so you did a walk of shame.
Yes.
Did you have both shoes on, one shoe off? Did you have your clothes on? I feel like you was walking through the halls with your shoes off.
Your clothes like this.
His hat was
shirt
right
right
here.
Shirt like
I feel like it.
The hat was like this when he went in, but when he came out, that hat was like this.
Your head was down like this.
Real low.
Right.
Real low. You feel me? Okay, then he says it was around 6. He said it was around 6 a.m. when I left. The Uber driver was all in my business. She said, you headed to work? Girl, mind your business and get me back to this Airbnb, girl.
I would have told her I just came from working, baby.
Exactly.
I would have been on some, oh, baby, I just finished working.
Yeah.
I put in overtime, girl. I ain't clock out at 6 o'clock. You see what time it is?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't feel ashamed, Anonymous. Listen, you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? I can only hope for a text message like that when I was, in college or something like that. Like, oh, they in the same address. What you gonna do? What you mean? I'll be back.
Yes.
They must have been looking good. They must have been looking good that night. Honey, both roommate
What?
Lord have mercy.
You hear me? You know,
Really?
the most thirsty I've ever done. I don't know. I'm not that. I'm very, very particular about who touches me.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
You put your mouth on me, we ain't leaving. Understand? I go crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy.
Hey. Hold on. Say that again.
I get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. You put your mouth on me. So I'm very like the most I've done thirst trap wise, y'all. No kidding. I've never really had to set a thirst trap. Really. Never had to.
Lie.
She lied. She got over the hair for a minute.
Look, that's what we sitting there tonight, honey. We sitting the weeks.
You know what? Okay, let me stop lying. The one time I can remember, right? One time I can remember setting a thirst trap. I'm gonna try to stay out of as much trouble as I can because I'm married. Okay. I was in high school and I was interested in this girl, right? The first girl I ever was comfortable with, the first girl I ever actually got interested in, right?
Yeah.
Very interested in this person. I could have married this person if this person was to say, "Yo, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you." Right. So we get out. We were high. That's the first thing. We were high as kite. Okay, it was a group of us. It was like maybe 10 of us all together in one room. I was at college. I mean, not college. I was in 12th grade. And we was getting ready to do a college tour thing. So we all stayed the night with each other to all ride together on the van to go on this college tour thing, right? So that night when we were smoking, drinking, having a good time, man. As the night started winding down a little bit, girl, get a little tipsy, I was a little inebriated. Okay. You know, the music was playing good. I think at the time we was playing some Brandy. So, Brandy was,
I want to be down.
It wasn't I want to be down. Stop aging me, Ram. Don't age me.
Wait, first of all, that was a good song.
I'm only 21. Leave me alone.
That was a good song. Go ahead.
Anywho, but no, we was listening to Brandy, so y'all know that was a vibe in itself. So I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting on one side of the room, she's sitting on the other side of the room, and I was just,
not the lips,
not look at the lips, huh?
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be,
yes, for the lips. Trying to be seductive. Yes. Give her all the action, all the moves.
Do she see me yet? And so, like, she wasn't seeing me, right? She wasn't seeing me. So, I said, you know what? I got to go a little further. So I went in the room or whatever, and I sprayed a little bit smell good. Let me walk by her so she can get a scent. So I walked by real smooth. Do you smell me? Do you smell me? No. So, but a good 30 minutes later, I'm over it. She ain't paid me no mind. We get ready to go to sleep, right? So all of a sudden, I know when I feel some hands on my big bag that ain't mine.
Okay.
I was like, what's happening? What's going on? So she's feeling around, and then finally she got up to me. She was like, I saw you. You play too much. Why you do that? You play too much. And I was like, what you talking about? What you talking about?
So I play innocent.
And she was like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That thing, listen. That thing, so I kissed it in areas. Got to a certain area, y'all. I can't make this up. I farted so loud. I was so nervous.
You killed the mood.
I did. I effed it up so bad. I messed it up so bad. I was so mad at myself. And that was the last opportunity that I had with this person. Oh. And I know for a fact that this person is watching. I know you watching. And I know you remember that. My apologies, girl. It wasn't nothing against you. It had nothing against you. I was just nervous. I had wanted that thing all night long, and then finally you decided to say something, do something. I had the bubble guts. I was already nervous because I ain't never did nothing with no girl before.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that was my story. That's how I ended, y'all. I can't make it up. That's how it went. I can't make it up. I ain't, I'm transparent. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No.
I was shamed.
Well, I kind of have a little story. I have a little story. I was about 17. This goes back. He was about 23. Don't judge me.
You were 17 and they were 23?
Yes. We were dating at the time.
No judgment. Again, I was dating my teacher at 17. Go ahead.
So, it was summertime. He came over to the house. My mom and dad's gone. So you know, they at work. He got here at like 8:00. We upstairs watch TV, playing around, horse playing, jumping on the bed. Shut up, Devontae.
Horse playing.
We was horse playing.
And he a grown man.
Horse playing.
Horse playing. He was a big kid. I like big kids. Leave me alone.
Kid. Horse playing. Big kid. I got you. I got you, Ram. Go ahead.
So it got to that moment when the clothes start coming off.
Getting mounted.
What? She was getting mounted.
Mounted?
He was getting mounted.
Who was doing the mounting?
I was.
Say what your story.
Was Tiffany doing the mounting or was it you? Ram.
It was Ram always, forever.
Oh, okay, Ram.
So out of his pocket, he pulls out a bottle of.
He pulled out
a bottle. A container of hair grease.
A container of what? Hold on, a container of what?
Hair grease.
Hair grease,
like like Blue Magic.
Hair grease, like the green bottle of soft and whatever the heck that is. Needless to say, I kicked his ass out. I kicked his ass out for that bottle. He got kicked out.
A bottle of hair. What was he finna do with this hair grease?
That's what I'm trying to figure
He
out.
wanted me to use my member and his member.
We say time. Was he about to grease your scalp?
I was like, what's your scalp?
Or was he gonna part your pubic hairs and grease your pubic hairs? I'm just confused.
He was not so.
Look, remember how your mama put that glob on her head and she said,
and then do this right here. Stick to the back.
Oh my gosh.
I had to teach him what to bring next time.
He brought hair grease for real. He was okay. So wait, let's just be plain.
He was older.
Let's be clear. He was planning on using that as a lubrication. Hair grease.
He's about to slip and slide all over the place.
It was about to be a greasy mess.
A greasy mess. All day.
Not only that, but I bet you his spars was thick.
It wasn't.
This time is kicking our behind, y'all. This time is kicking our behind.
Yeah.
Kicking our behind.
Yes.
Anybody y'all got a story?
Third.
No.
I think what's called had one, and you know.
I want everybody to take this vote on the story that I'm going to tell on the next Thursday, Third Tuesdays.
Oh.
You want to hear about the time that I almost died?
Yes, we want to hear that one.
Or do you want to hear about the time that my significant other and I got caught?
Okay, so viewers, you hear what you want to hear from, and what do you want to hear from King D next Thursday, Third Tuesday? Do you want to hear about the caught up story? Or do you want to hear about which one? What was it?
When it took him out of here.
Huh?
When it took him out of here.
Died together, child.
Oh, say that again.
Time he and I almost died together.
Oh, when sex almost took me to the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to hear sex almost took me to the graveyard or the moment I got caught? Let us know in the comments. We'll figure it out and we'll have King D read it out or spit it out next time we have our Thursday, Third Thursday. Y'all gonna stay off of King D, y'all. I know he's single and all, but yeah.
And you know, since I want to declare the winner of
the
handcuffs, who is the winner of the kinky?
Yes, you got it. That's my name.
Because you get y'all get the handcuffs. And I think today's winner was the one that's wrote into us. Cause honey, you got a double time. You got to watch. You got that something proper. So
yeah,
let me know.
Because baby, that was a night to remember.
Right.
And you went through it and didn't want to Well, y'all, it's been fun. I love y'all so much. Yeah. Viewers, we love y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Send us all over the world to all of your family, friends, even your enemies, because your enemy might be my friend, baby. We love y'all. Thanks for watching the L&D show. I am Coco Goddess.
I'm King.
And I am Goddess T.
And I'm that Ram for your life.
Ram Shack and Folk. Watch out.
Right here.
There he come. We love y'all.
What's
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.